entertainment that brings new fantasies, books, and things that have no relation to your daily life. Why not take time to look at the things that are nearest? The people in your circle you connect with on a deeper level. Some things you might even know. As for yourself, believe it or not, you still have mysterious corners you may not fully understand. And see what new things about yourself you do not know. Look at family members, or that career, or dig a little deeper to see if there's still more to know. As in the book How to Hijack Reality states, you, your work, and your family has endless possibilities for improvement. Update your knowledge and upgrade your skills. You deserve to be the best version of yourself. So, that's my monologue, folks, for tonight, 2026. And I do open up the phone lines if you want to say anything about something that you might be doing new this year, an update or an upgrade, or maybe you just want to give a shout out to someone or share some positive vibes. You know the lines are on 297-1027, or if you're calling from the United States, as we had last time, 1-888-257-9086. The phone lines are open here on Magic 102.7 FM. And if I don't see the phones light up in the next couple of seconds, guess what? We are going straight into our interview with Nick and Kim. 297-1027 or 1-888-257-9086. So I don't see the phones lighting up, so guess what? We are going into our interview tonight. Nick and Kim, what a joy to have you here with us this evening. Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought, people. Magic 102.7. Oops. Magic 102. Oh boy, you can call back. I promise you I'll pick up, but we're going to go into the interview. All right. What a joy is having you guys here this evening. So, people may know about Dignity House, but I want each of you to tell us a little bit of where you're from and a bit about your career history. So who wants to go first?
I'm a strong believer of ladies first.
Okay. Good evening, Bermuda. My name is Kim. You asked about background?
Yes, where are you from and a bit about your career history.
Okay, well, I am from Frizzles Hill, Bermuda.
Okay.
Roberts Avenue, Bermuda.
Okay, all right.
I started out as a child and moved to Smith Parish. I always wanted to be a nurse.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Ever since I saw my father, he was very ill one time and couldn't walk, and I found some crutches for him. So a neighbor threw some crutches out, and I went cleaned them up, and I had him use it. That was my first community active service, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But
you were schooled here?
Yes, I went to Elliott School, it was my primary school, and I also went to the Berkeley Institute.
Okay.
Yes, and from there, I went to Tuskegee University and also Mountainside School of Nursing.
Wow.
I went to a few schools.
Okay.
But I completed my education at Walden University.
Walden,
where I obtained a master's degree in nursing.
Wow. So you went right along, right from young, right along through. Amazing. And where did you work during that time when you came back to Bermuda as a nurse? What was your...
Well, I have to say I started as a nurse's aide at Mid-Atlantic Wellness, St. Brendan's then.
Okay, yeah.
And from there... I went to King Edward because I was first introduced to psychiatric nursing for several years.
Right.
And then I went to King Edward because I wanted to learn what the general nurses did.
Oh, okay. All right.
So professionally, I worked at King Edward and also a hospital, Mountainside Hospital in Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay.
And Essex Valley Community Health. That was also in New Jersey where I did my public health nursing.
Wow.
I came back to Bermuda and I worked at King Edward for a brief time.
Okay. And I met you at the clinic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of my working career in Bermuda has been at the Department of Health.
Okay, yeah.
Where I worked in communicable diseases. I was the HIV coordinator there.
Wow.
For several years.
Wow, yeah, that's where we kind of first kind of met and talked and shared dreams. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Nick, your turn.
Okay. Can you please remind me of the question?
Okay. Tell us, well, where you're from and a bit about your career history.
Okay, so I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago, the island of Trinidad and Tobago. A little bit about my career history. I didn't start it as wanting to be a nurse.
No?
Actually, my mom forced me to be a nurse.
No, Nick.
Yeah, I remember working in the factory called Nestle. That's Nestle milk, Nestle peanut butter,
yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
And making a lot of money. I mean, at my days, I thought it was a lot of money. And my mom said, "That's not a career.
Interesting.
You have to get into a career." So I was strewn into nursing, being an interview to be a male nurse. During that time, I thought that I can maneuver the interview by failing the interview, not really preparing for the interview.
No, Nick.
But it's amazing because of during that time they really needed male nurses. I said a lot of wrong things and they still picked me.
Oh my! Oh, you couldn't get out of it.
No, it was good. I was
dear.
really disappointed when I heard, "Oh, you were successful." I'm like, because you were leaving finance, you're leaving a
security
job,
money,
security that pays well, and I could buy my 5 Nike shoes and I could wear my watches and so I had to go to a place where you are training and you're back to being a student and you have to study, and so that wasn't pleasant. That wasn't pleasant at all. But I found my footing when I nursed this guy in my first year who was depressed.
So you did mental health nursing?
Mental health nursing.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Psychiatric mental health nurse. I nursed this gentleman who was depressed, who has had domestic issues. He's been unfaithful to his wife, and his wife kicked him to the curb.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And so he missed his, so in that time he missed his family, missed his children.
Sure.
He had monotone speech, means he was yes, no.
Yeah, very flat.
Maybe, and he wasn't eating, he wasn't sleeping. And after conversations and medication, and this guy got back his life. He was reunited with his family, and I was like, wow, this works. this works. People can actually get healed by conversations and medication when you're in a poor mental state. And that really blew my mind, and that ignited my passion for mental health nursing.
Okay, look at that. Yeah. So that gentleman sort of gave you the impetus to say, this is something that I can be truly a part of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fast forward some years later, I've moved different departments. I've been in quality and health. We had the first patient talent show in St. Anne's Hospital.
This is in Trinidad.
In Trinidad.
Okay.
I've worked in some years in Bermuda. Then I left to go to the UK, and I fell in love in Bermuda. And most important, I fell in love with one of the most beautiful lady in Bermuda, and I'm sticking to that. I'm not changing my story. We actually worked together at Turning Point. That's at MWI, the Atlantic Wellness Institute.
Right.
She was my colleague, and she was very professional.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you supposed to date persons that are...
No.
So how did that happen?
She was very, very professional.
Okay, you did say that, yeah.
So what are you doing for the weekend? Well, I'm going out with my husband, and by that time... She had a ring, but there wasn't any husband. She was telling me for... so, okay, I'm being abused at the moment, so let me curtail
I told you it was going to be magical here, guys. I'm telling you.
Let me curtail my song. She finally accepted a request for a date. No, that's not dating in nursing. I mean, for a date. And... During that date, she attempted to ask her friends and colleagues, which was a busy time, so they said no.
Okay.
And that works on my behalf. So we got to spend some quality time, and the rest was history.
The rest is history. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, that was like the second part of the question, which I didn't even ask, is how the two of you met. Kim, do you have anything to add to that? There's his side, there's her side, and there's the truth. So
I will say one of us is unprofessional.
You can say it now. I mean, the ethics committee are probably all retired since then.
I said I don't date people I work with.
You don't? Oh, no. Wow. But you were smitten.
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
He was interesting.
He was interesting, yeah.
And I did try to invite some colleagues, but nobody really took me to do.
Wow.
So we did go out.
Okay.
We went to dinner and just talked.
Right. So how long have the two of you been married?
Well, it'll be 5 years.
5 years.
6 years this year.
Wow, congratulations. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah. So that's a little bit about Nick and Kim, guys. Yeah, for those you didn't know, what a story. So you can meet somebody. And part of my reel was that you couples that work together, and it can happen. It doesn't mean that it's not supposed to. But when the spark is there, So you talked already, and I asked you about meeting, and each of your professional backgrounds is in mental health. Am I to say yes? So mainly Nick is mental health, and yours is more community health.
Yeah, public health.
Public health. Okay. All right. So let me think about Dignity House, and I'm going to ask you this: what inspired the two of you, especially as a married couple, to establish a mental health facility together in Bermuda? What sparked it? What I mean, was it the talk of being together and then the mental health? Or, by the way, I want to open up a mental health facility. Will you help me and be my husband at the same time? I don't know.
I'll tell you, I had a client at the Department of Health who we couldn't place him. I discussed his case with the social worker at the time, and we tried to get him into housing, but he had some unfortunate behaviors that nobody wanted to be bothered with. And we tried to get him into MWI. They said that he was not
suitable.
He was not suitable for their care. And I thought, why not? But in any case, we did what we had to do. Nick did come to me, I guess, some time before and say, because of his background in mental health and rehabilitation, he said, do you think we could open up a rehab center here? Initially, I said no.
Okay.
But then I had this client I couldn't place, and I thought, I think it might work, because this guy, maybe we could place him in our business or something like that. And so we prayed a lot about it. I would say we prayed for employees before we even got off the ground. We prayed for everything.
Really?
Yes, everything you could think about. We prayed about incorporation. We prayed about licensing. We prayed just everything. We didn't know a whole lot of things, but we did pray about it first. Yeah.
So part and parcel of the fact that you're both in sort of helping services careers, you're both spiritual, and that was important. How important was that, do you think?
It's very important to believe in God and for Him to direct you. He's directed our steps. Still directing our steps.
Wow. Okay. Anything you want to add, Nick?
Yes. Kim and I, obviously, we worked together at MWI at Turning Point, and I remember doing a group with Kim in Detox, and it was about motivating clients to, stay away from substance use, live the life that God wanted them to live. And Kim was very instrumental in the conversation and steering the group, and I was like, wow, she is really good to work with. And that sparked my passion in terms of when we got together, finally got together, it was like poetic to work with Kim. I mean, people ask us all the time, what challenges that you guys have being married and being working together, and the truth is we've had none. Kim is not a people pleaser. She will say, Nicholas, this is what I think and this is where I have, and the staff could definitely agree to that. But we've never had a challenge working together. Our passion burns within our hearts for people and for seeing people at their best and seeing that people be rehabilitated to get back the life that they should. And because of that, we have one goal. One goal.
Wow. Yeah, so there's synergy, there's magic, there's ignition, there's all that going. Yes, absolutely wonderful.
I will say that he keeps everything lively.
Yes?
I've never seen Nicholas depressed or not lively. He comes in very loud and animated, and everybody likes him.
Yeah, and you feed off of that.
It's hard to be miserable around that.
I'm sure.
It's very difficult. I put myself in check. If he could be uplifting, why can't I be uplifting?
Yeah. Okay.
We support each other. I believe in, as a couple, to really support and undergird your spouse. I think that's important. Not never to tear down.
Right.
Always
Yeah.
to support.
And that's important.
Have that communication. And we think that he's fooled me up a few times.
But in a sense,
I have to do the same. Come on. That's relate. Come on, hurry up. Can't be late all the time.
Yeah.
But interesting enough, you're working with clients that need that type of, example.
Yeah.
That through difficulties, through situations, that the coping mechanisms, if you can't display them, in front of your clients, and you are there, why not? That's important. And as a couple, you set a true example. So I did ask this question, but you said, what are the unique strengths? And you spoke about his positivity, and you spoke about her ability to be able to give energy to a group. And that's what you've kind of pulled together, not as a couple, but as a business partners. Would you agree? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. So how do you define and separate your professional roles and responsibilities within the facility? Like, who are you and who are you? And how did you come to that conclusion?
Well, I am the CEO of Dignity House. My role is to basically make sure that everything goes smoothly.
Okay.
Employees are doing their job. Patients are being taken care of. And just being supportive. Also reaching externally to any other organization that can assist or help the clients.
Right. Okay.
So basically overseer.
Right. And was that something you decided on together, or was just you fell into it?
I think I just fell into it.
Yeah? Okay. And Nick, what is your professional role?
So I'm the operational. I'm the COO, Chief Operation Officer of Dignity House. My professional role is to oversee the operation, make sure that the treatment plans are done, make sure that we coordinate the mental health services, multiple mental health services that we have running under our roof, and make sure that patients are satisfied and comfortable. To ensure that access to care, people, all levels of clients have access to care, and that the quality of care is always maintained.
Okay, wow. Now, you say you didn't have, but can you describe a time when you did have a professional disagreement, maybe something that had to happen? And if so, how did you resolve it?
I really can't remember any time that happened.
Never. And I know you said that, and that truly is amazing.
I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah. You just agree.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to go into the facility itself. Okay? What specific needs within the Bermudian community do you identify with that led you to the creation of this facility?
I think we both saw this revolving door syndrome.
Okay.
And I will backtrack a few years,
Mm-hmm.
my teen years working at St. Brandon's. Patients kept coming back. And my limited knowledge at that time of psychiatry and psychiatric nursing, I said, I can't deal with this. People are not healed. They're not, thinking physically, not mentally. And didn't know anything about, genetics or anything. I just said, people keep coming back. Why is it? Why can't they just stay on the medication and be well and continue to work in the community? Well, speeding it up 30 years later, I understand why. Because people need to be taught how to take the medication, what's going on with them psychiatric-wise. Rehabilitation is needed. Rehab, If you break an arm or a leg, you go for rehab to stretch your muscles and get you back functioning. The same thing needs to happen with your brain, with your mind. You need to know you can operate within the mental health that you have been born with. I can't think of proper word, but if you are schizophrenic and you can only go as far as, let's say, grade 13, and we need to get you there.
Okay, right.
And if you're an adult and you have some mental health crisis, there's no need for you to be depressed thinking you can't get back to where you were before. Particularly with medication and also rehabilitation. You can do this. But I did not see that years ago.
Right, yeah.
But now it does exist.
Sure.
So that's one thing we had in common, that we felt people can get better. People can live with the diagnosis of schizophrenia, anxiety, bipolar or borderline personality disorder. You can live with this, but you can learn how to manage your symptoms, manage your behavior.
Yeah.
You can do that, but you need help.
Yes.
And we're here to provide that help.
Absolutely. I like that, because as a nurse, when I was working in the general field, somebody was diagnosed with kidney disease or diabetes or some other sort of issue. They would be given medication. They're given some sort of instructions on how to leave the hospital, leave the clinic, and go on to life. Even people who have had damaging things like strokes, you go to rehabilitation to get you back mobile and to get you back to where you need to be. So, Nick, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we talk about rehabilitation, I just want to take a pin and really thank two persons, or one person organization that has helped us in our journey significantly. The first one is Angelita Dill. She is a lawyer. And she has been awesome in terms of getting Dignity House on the roadmap. When we requested to be operational as a business, we had some difficulties because there's nothing like mental health rehabilitation in Bermuda.
Wow.
So it's like, how do you map
how do you navigate
like that,
this? Yeah.
In a place that doesn't have the infrastructure for it. And Angelita was really heart and soul and passionate about getting us on the map and getting us registered. The other person or organization is Ignite. Ignite taught us that you have an idea, right? Very good. But how do you make that into reality? People wouldn't believe you if you have your job and you're still trying to create an organization, and you have to be fully in it. So that made us pivot and leave our jobs and leave everything we know as normal and comfortable, and go into the realm of, okay, now you're an entrepreneur. you've left everything. You gotta make your dream work. Either make your dream work or you go down with it. And that has made our journey amazing. Kim and I believe that we come to believe that there's no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. And that may be a page from John Lucas' book, but hijacking reality. but it's really true. We have seen doors open that was closed. We have seen government policies being reviewed that was
because of your existence.
That was okay. Our room is only $600, and that's all you can pay. That's the first time they told us that. I'm like, we can't charge $600 for clients that really need help. That was reviewed, and we continue to knock on doors that continue to need reviewing for patient care continuity. We spoke about rehabilitation and the impact of rehabilitation in the community. That's a very, very good question, because it has normally never been tried. And families who have mentally ill clients or substance misuse clients, relatives out there, it's something else to see your relative come home every 2-3 months and in crisis, and they have to go for treatment every 2-3 months, and this revolving door happens for most people at least 3-4 times a year. You multiply that by 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, and you start asking the question, what is the cost of your mental health? What is the cost of your existence?
Absolutely,
and what are you willing to do to change that? Because you take care of your children, and you send them to university. You make sure, and they're comfortable, and then they have a mental crisis, so then they have a substance use issue, and that turns your whole world around.
It does.
We out here to help people, to give them back a roadmap, so therefore they can have an existence. They can have a life. They can start living their dreams, and they could, more than anything else, hijack their reality.
Yes, indeed. And just to let you know, beautiful people, that we do have Gianluca in the studio with us this evening, and we have a very special guest in the like of my husband, Sidney Gibbons. He's also here, so I want to give a shout out to him all the way from the UK. But you're right, they have rights just as much as everyone else to be able to have the best life ever. Okay, now, you may have touched on this, but how does your facility address the unique cultural and community aspects of mental health care in Bermuda? How do you see that? Dignity House address the unique cultural. Now, does Bermuda have unique cultural and community aspects? And we're a small town in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but they could be any small town.
I think Bermuda is beautiful.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think Bermuda has when you look at Bermuda, it's therapeutic.
Oh my goodness, yes.
It's
indeed,
therapeutic.
Indeed.
I would come in from school or come in for a vacation, and I would just go by the water and just listen to the waves and smell the salt air, and if you're looking at Bermuda, the white rooftops, the ocean, blue ocean, blue sky, and the various colors of houses.
Pastel colors,
It's just gorgeous just to look at.
Yes,
and
indeed.
It's uplifting.
Yes.
It's uplifting. I lived in New Jersey. It was dismal.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Sad. And on the shore of that green brown water.
Yeah.
When you look at Bermuda, it's just it's a therapeutic place. I think it's a place of healing.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I fell in love with that coming back to Bermuda. Culturally, I think that we have a lot to be grateful for. We have a strong faith community.
Yes, yes.
That can assist us in a person's mental health. I think the faith community would not shun, or they will support persons with mental health challenges.
Right.
And not have any type of discrimination.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
allow people to be who they are, and to help. They would help them improve.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah. Nick, you want to add anything?
Yes, about the unique culture of Bermuda. What I've learned is that Bermudians are very family oriented,
Yes.
and that it's very unique, because I've never seen this anywhere in the world, where you grow up with someone as in primary school, and they stay with you for the rest of your life. Even
Yes.
though my mother-in-law right now, she's in daycare, and she would meet friends and colleagues and that she went to school with, that she worked with, you know. So you it's that family oriented that you meet people for the rest of your life. So when somebody's in crisis, and you take them overseas, away from that family, to be treated, and that person they go through the 28-day cycle and they're treated, so therefore they're in a cocoon with you, and you bring them back to Bermuda, to a culture that they're accustomed to and they don't have the skills to adapt to. I think Dignity House is well posed to really support people being treated in your own country, with your own triggers, with your own friends, and being able to live the life that you're accustomed to living.
Yes, I agree with that, because in my addictions counseling therapy when I was there, people, places, and things was always the case, you know. So if you take somebody away from that, how are you going to put them back? In Bermuda, people are the same people. You know, you can't go different towns, places. 26 square miles, you know, and things. You pretty much are going to have a lifestyle that's reminder of from primary school onwards.
And a great example is that Fred is my friend. I grew up with Fred. You know, my family, we integrate. Our mothers talk, our aunties.
Yes.
But Fred uses cocaine, and I'm trying to get. I'm trying to stop using cocaine.
Yes.
So I come back to Bermuda, and Fred hit my door and say, "Hey, how you doing? You know, I bring something for you. You know, this is that.
Welcome home.
Let's get high. Welcome home." How do you adapt with that? You know, John is the drug guy right across the road from me, and he sells drugs. So how do I get rehabilitated? And I when I watch John, my mouth water, you know, my body started doing all this other stuff because I see it, I already tasting it. You know, how do I get treated? I haven't seen John in about a month, and how I get treated, and how do I pass John to go home every day?
Yep.
You know, and this is what community treatment gives you. It gives you while you're in treatment, you'd have passed John's sight about 30 times while you're in treatment. So therefore, you know, it's just another journey, because I've been through those cravings, you know. Now I have the skills to adapt, and I could still see John on the wave and say, all right, I'm fine. Hey. I'm fine. Check you later, because I've had that community treatment.
Yes.
So that's how I think it's really adaptable to the Bermudian culture, and it's very vital, so people can have that opportunity to get that level of care where they live.
I want to ask a question in regards to that, and more so in the fact of patient confidentiality is strictly maintained. How do you ensure that? Now, that sometimes to me is a bit of an oxymoron to Bermuda, because most people know what's going on. Somehow or another, through the grapevine, there's information that's passed on. Not everybody, but how important is patient confidentiality, especially in a close-knit community like Bermuda?
That's an interesting question. I was actually speaking about that today. So we've had clients come to us specifically because they know if they go to the main hospital, they have a record.
Okay.
And if they have a record, that can follow them to their GPs and etc., etc. So they come to private where they can get treatment and there's no paper trail. John doesn't know, Mary doesn't know. So we have strict confidentiality rules.
Okay, I love that.
Policies around confidentiality that enables clients to be treated in a safe, secure environment.
And that's important.
But you're absolutely right. I mean, this is Bermuda, so someone might see it from their backyard. People might see it from that. But in terms of our treatment and our facility and the way we guard people confidential information, it's well secured.
Okay. All right. Do you want to add anything to that, Kim? Nope. He said it all. Yeah. I love that. So there's the two of you, and we've met Alexis and Chris. But how do you recruit and train staff to ensure, which I know, the high standards of care and positive work environment?
It's interesting you ask that. People find us. People find us.
Okay, explain that.
Okay, people hear about what we do, and they want to help. They want to. They bring their passion. They bring their professionalism, their counselors, their skills. They bring and they say, I want to help. I can do this, and they just lay their cards on the table. I'm able to do this, and this is my expertise.
Yeah.
So they're experts when they come, and we listen, and we say, what do you think of this? Can we use their skill?
Wow.
And we try them.
Yeah.
Not everybody has stayed.
Okay. Right. It's not for everyone.
Remember, in the very beginning, we had someone come and it didn't work out. They left. Next week, somebody else replaced them.
Just like that.
Wow. And it's never been where we have been without staff. I think God blesses us, and we learn from each of our employees that come to us. Everybody comes with something that we can learn from. And we say, okay, well, we won't do that again, or we will do this.
Sure.
So it's always a learning experience. And thus far, I think the staff we have now, it's a good knit. It's a good fit.
Good. It's like a family, sort of. Yeah.
We care about each other, and we're concerned about their, even their little puppies, dogs.
Yeah.
It's like a family.
Yeah, I can believe it. That's when I go up there to do my business as a phlebotomist. That's exactly how I sense it to be. So in light of that, how do you differentiate your facility from if you have competitors? And what is your unique value propositions? Because we have Maui. I don't know of any other rehabilitation. We have Nelson Bascom. We have Turning Point. Are they your competitors, or you're just camaraderies?
I like to say that we're not competing against anybody.
Okay.
We offer a service that right now no one else serves, and they have a service that Bermudians need.
Okay.
We all are needed in some form or fashion.
Right.
So we're not competing with anyone.
Got it.
We still need MWI for acute care.
Yeah.
We need Focus and Turning Point. We need them because there is a fit for everybody.
Sure. Okay. You want to add anything to that, Nick?
No, I totally agree. I think that sometimes in this field, and it's not uncommon that people, think that they have competition. Yeah. But it's not about competition.
It's not territorial.
It's about, which service can meet patients' needs. There are services, there are clients that we cannot service.
Sure.
Clients who need restrictions, clients who need more boundary setting, that they can't be nursed in a community outpatient setting. They can't, because of their risk and their challenges, they can't. And hence MWI and men's treatment center and women's treatment center, they are ideal to really support these clients to their needs. But there are also clients that if you put them in a restrictive setting, they cannot handle it. They regress and they think it's jail and they think it's punishment.
Sure.
Treatment should never be punishment. It should be treatment. It should be a way using the recovery model, how can I support this client to the best of their ability so they can maximize their potential. It shouldn't be, they have 10 patients and we have 5, or they're offering this services and we don't offer it. It should be which service meets this client's needs.
Best needs. Absolutely. Indeed. Okay, so, and I appreciate what you said, that the competition is not there. You've created something that will meet the needs of particular persons in our community. The mental health field can be demanding. What self-care techniques do each of you practice to avoid possible burnout?
Well, we go for walks.
Okay, lovely. And you said Bermuda's beautiful, so.
During the summertime, we swim. We go kayaking. That's fun.
Okay.
Summertime activity.
Summertime. Well, it is wintertime, so do you have winter?
Not doing that. There are some things that I like to do personally.
Sure.
To sit down and I like to crochet and make things, blankets, scarves. That just makes me relax and just puts me in a different vibe.
Right.
Professionally, we also talk to one another. There's reflective practice as well, where we have psychologists talk to us on a professional level, just to say what things we can do to just put ourselves at ease professionally.
So you do take care of yourself within the mental health field with other mental health professionals. I love that. Nick, what is your self-care?
Kim forgot manicure, pedicure, shopping, shoes, bags.
Retail therapy.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Retail therapy.
For me, Modern Gents is my place.
Modern Gents,
where I can get my massage and I can get my hair cut and I could rejuvenate and think.
I love it.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go on.
Face the world. Indeed. Yeah. And my next question is that to maintain this healthy work-life balance, how do you ensure that your relationship is in sync outside of work?
Communication.
Okay.
We talk. We talk.
Yeah.
And pray.
We don't live in silence. We talk.
Okay.
We have fun. Do things that make us laugh.
Right. Yeah.
Even if it's just sitting watching TV, something.
Yeah.
Simple things.
Yeah. Is that something that's planned or is spontaneous?
I think sometimes it's both. It can be both.
Okay.
And I think we make God the center of our lives. Kim would always say, let's pray about it. Let's pray about it. And we have seen him work in our lives tremendously. And I think for any couple that want to try to be entrepreneurs or want to live their dreams and want to get out there, I think putting God at the center of your faith, your belief, your activity is one of the best things you can ever do.
Don't keep secrets.
Don't keep secrets.
Don't keep secrets.
Wow. Yeah. No. That's that trust level, isn't it?
Yeah.
That trust level is very important. Okay. And I guess that question was answered, but if you had any more, what advice would you give other couples considering going to a high-stress business together? I mean, we talked about prayer. Is there anything else that you can think of? I mean, prayer is ultimately, because everything can sort of filter down from that. Is there anything else that you can give to couples considering? Maybe there's some people who are not people like to believe in prayer. Whatever else. I mean, you could say that,
I would say this is not anything new or different, but I just say keep the communication lines open. Don't try to go off and do things in silo. Work together. If it's something that you have to do by yourself, get the support of your spouse.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Talk about it.
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
I would say radical acceptance. Some things you just have to radically accept that it's not working, you know. And the second one is don't be afraid of being uncomfortable. You know, victory, success all comes at the end of your comfort zone.
Right.
You know, people who fear being uncomfortable and this is stressful and I can't handle this, I'm ready to run.
Yeah.
You know,
Get anxious and worried and
breathe, go through it, go through the process. It will pass and you'll come over on the other side, out on the other side.
Yeah. Good solid information. So, if it's possible, where do you see the facility in the 5-10 years from now? And what are your goals for mental health services in line of your mental health goals for Bermuda? And I say Bermuda, not just for mental health, but for Bermuda.
Okay, so we are at present working on even becoming a more engaging wellness retreat, not only mental health. So at present we offer Reiki. In addition to the traditional mental health services, we offer metaphysical services. That's the meditation, the Reiki, the yoga, the acupuncture. We've also bring on board I forget the name of a title. Herbalist.
Okay.
Herbalist.
Wow.
And Dr. Connie Fritz, and I know that's not a title. Forgive me, Dr. Connie.
She's a
holistic naturopath.
That's it, right? Yeah.
So we've also brought on board holistic naturopath to make it more, to give people more options, you know, and sure. We've had clients that I don't want medication, I don't want this, I don't want that, but they're doing really well on the herbal medication.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's been amazing to see. We've added to our intensive program. We've added kayaking. We've added gym and spa days. It's coming soon this year. Spa days twice every 2 weeks. So therefore you get your manicure, pedicure, facial, massages, you know, while you're in treatment. Because part of helping in treatment. And
take self-care, taking care of you.
Self-care. And we've added a lot of stuff that would help and enhance people's mental health. In 5 years' time, 5-10 years' time, we intend to really strategize and increase the quality that we give in adding more psychological services, more individual psychological services.
Got it.
Also, we have been donated Hope Homes.
Well, it was Hope Homes was a charity.
Yes,
and so they we were one of many who put in a proposal. So
got it.
us. And we are now going to be fixing up.
Oh, that is
building.
So awesome.
Yeah. So that will become Dignity Foundation.
Dignity Foundation.
Which is the charitable arm of Dignity House.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at Dignity Foundation, we want to offer integrative services in terms of our clubhouse. So we're looking to have at least 20 rooms for residential purpose for people who are uninsured and underinsured. We're also looking to have a bath facility on the other end where homeless people can come and they can have a shower and you can get something to
eat. Get haircuts and I love that.
And in the program itself, we'll have dialectic behavior therapy. We'll have groups. We have medication therapy. We're going to have, and we also want to have something to mimic the hustle truck where people can actually come and get hustles and reach out to the community. So we may have somebody to cut your yard at a cheaper rate, and in turn you give the homeless population or the underinsured population or in the mental health or substance misuse population an opportunity to be gainfully employed, to be productive,
Absolutely.
to be productive member of society. So we're planning to really do a very interactive, engaging, have an engaging facility, because everybody can't afford, and that we've learned, everybody can't afford quality care, and there's a lot of people out there that really needs it, broken people who have been broken in 20,000 pieces. How do you give them hope, and how do you provide a opportunity where they can be a better version of themselves? I like Mahatma Gandhi statement where he said, you have to be the change that you want to see in the world.
Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. You are that person. Wow. I tell you, magical. So thank you. That's my last question, guys. Okay, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Kim and Nick, for an inspiring revelation of what it means to become one.
Thank you.
Your love for each other and the desire to make a difference is authentic. I'm so excited for Dignity House, and I see and know that this year and the years to come, the mental health of persons in Bermuda and beyond, if they so choose, are in great hands. I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you. So
thank you for having us.
We're going to open up the lines now, telephone lines, for anyone who has any questions on Magic 102.7 FM for Nick and Kim. You know the number, 297-1027 or 1-888-257-9086. Magic 102.7 FM, you're on the air.
And good evening to you.
Good evening. Good evening.
And I said to you last year that this needs to be 2 hours.
I know, please. I know. You're praying to help me towards that. I know you are, caller. I know you are.
and, because it's going to take an hour for your guest and then, call-ins. But anyway, the female guest, I think she said she went to Elliott.
Kim. Yes, Kim. Yes.
She went to the best school.
Bless you.
Okay.
Indeed. Okay.
So, question: what is your youngest age of your clients?
I believe we've had as young as 20.
Okay. I'm asking that because of, with the mental health, and people seem to be younger and younger. I was just wondering, what age do you have as your clients?
So it's 18 and above. It's 18 and above, but we are actively working as we speak of bringing out, that's a great question, of bringing out a program for children. We realize that that's a great need. And we believe we can significantly contribute to that support and that
age group.
That age group.
Yes, and I think, when you look at the, say, school counselors, they, in concert with yourselves, could develop such a program that if any are identified, that, your program will assist them, to the fullest.
Yeah, appreciate that. So we're actively looking at, and hopefully, don't touch me. Hopefully within the next, by June, we could actually bring out that program for youth and young people. Yes,
because this sounds like with the proposed services that you're going to offer, I think that will be a part of the total. I would say family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, caller. Great question. And you have a good evening. And keep praying for those 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
It's spoken.
Thank you. All right. Take care now. All right. Bye-bye. I guess my question, if I can squeeze it in before anybody else calls, dementia is a big thing. And I don't know if that's something that you incorporate or that's outside of your realm. But sometimes there's this, and I can speak of a situation where I know there's a comorbidity of dementia and possibly a mental illness, paranoia, a bit of schizophrenia or something. Are you able to facilitate that or no?
Yes, we are. We have facilitated it in the past. And you're right, there can be dual diagnosis, and someone with mental illness can also have dementia. And dementia is a very interesting disorder, and it needed in a lot of care, also a lot of care attached to it. So the answer to that is yes. We've had clients with dementia.
Okay.
It's not our primary focus, but we are able to support people at that level.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, callers, just going to keep the lines open for another couple of seconds. 297-1027, 1-888-257-9086. If you've got questions for Nick and Kim regarding Dignity House, this is your opportunity to call. Any questions, and there's no wrong questions, none whatsoever. And you can go right ahead and give us a call in that regards. Now, you're open 24/7, right? That's your facility. So what's the number they can call to contact you?
333-6095.
333-6095. Okay. And so if you need help, if you need support, you just want to know, maybe after we finish on the radio, you may say, man, I meant to ask them that question. 333-6095. Magic 102.7 FM, you're on the air.
Hi, good evening. I was just wondering, will Dignity House also cater to clients who suffer from anxiety? It seems to be a big thing in Bermuda also.
Anxiety.
Yes, we are. We have clients with a whole range of mental illness, anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, mania, bipolar. Clients who are suicidal, who are depressed. We have clients for a range of mental health challenges.
How would are you asking for something in particular that you see, or is it?
No, it's just with all the things that they're saying. I was just looking at anxiety, and from hearing everything that they're mentioning, I think you're going to need a book for all the services you're going to have. By the way, Kat, you may know who this is.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. One of our former guests. Thank you.
And Nick and Kim, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. No.
Okay, thank you very much. I truly enjoyed the show.
Okay, thank you for calling. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, anxiety. Especially after COVID, I think people are really kind of... and I think people sometimes feel, well, I'm coping. I'm doing okay. I don't really need help. But you have services that you can come in for a day, just a talk, just a weekend. Is that possible?
Yes, especially when coming to any mental challenges. Some housewives are very stressed out, and they need just time out from there. So you can get counseling, you can get probably a spa day while you're in,
I love it.
So if you need help of any type, please visit us. Please call us.
Okay. You've heard it. Dignity House. One more caller. Magic 102.7 FM. You're on the air.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Jerika.
Hey, Jerika.
I just want to say that I am so grateful to have you guys a part of my journey. And all the glory goes to God. And I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. And I love you guys. Horses to be reckoned with.
Thank you, Jerika.
Thank you, Jerika. A former guest of our show. Thank you so much, Jerika. Appreciate the positivity. You take care.
Yes.
All right. All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Well, thank you, beautiful people, for listening to It's Been Said. You know, everyone is born into their once-upon-a-lifetime story, and we live to experience our happily ever after. What about you? Nick and Kim have, and so have the countless others who have participated in Dignity House. If you have a story to tell that you believe is uplifting, please send me an email at coolcat00@hotmail.com. That's coolcat00@hotmail.com, and we'll get in contact with you. Thank you to our callers for calling in, and to you beautiful people for listening in. You can now follow us on Facebook on It's Been Said with Cat Wade, and on Instagram, It's Been Said with Cat Wade. Next week is going to be just as special. We meet together every week to hear everyday stories of ordinary people who have overcome challenges, finding ways to cope and to live extraordinary lives. Because as we say, a negative mind will never give you a positive life.
Live now. Bermuda Live on YouTube. Subscribe now.